just because I want to stream again by then anyway. Right, but let's get into another run. A run that hopefully will go a lot better. Seems like Cake Contest is a bit of a fan favourite at the moment. Hey Desu. I don't want to like sway anyone's voting, by the way, so I won't say which ones I've played through and which ones I haven't, and which ones, and what my general opinion on the different endings are. So just vote for whichever one. If you've played the game or know whichever one, know about it, vote for that one. If you don't know, then just vote for whichever one you think sounds the coolest, and then I'll reveal at the end of the stream. I won't check on it, so just vote for whatever you want, and hopefully at the end of this run. Oh, it's quite exciting. Hey Infame. Thanks for good luck, Desu. Right, so this is the intro cutscene. This is the one cutscene in the intro that you can't skip. Because a big, wonderful part about this game, I actually genuinely love this, is that you can skip cutscenes. Like, because the whole point of the run is to essentially activate cutscenes and to go different places and to activate cutscenes. The fact that you can skip them is brilliant. I love it. But this is the one cutscene you can't skip in the intro because whenever a cutscene has like choices in it, or if you need to name something, then you can't skip that cutscene. So because this cutscene has quite a lot of choices and quite a lot of naming, then you are not able to skip it. But it's the two cutscenes. It's one of the two cutscenes that you can't, so I still say it's quite good. So here is the test to see how good you are. And so the Harvest Goddess asks you a few different questions, and there's a good answer and a bad answer. And you answer mixed because you get a slightly different text box each time, or if you answer all good, all bad, or a mix. And you get the fastest text box by like, I think it was like 5 seconds. I think it is. I think I timed it ages ago. But yeah, it's like 5 seconds faster than good or bad, than going all one way. And luckily, choosing a different option doesn't take too much time. Although interesting, in Hero of Leaf Valley, I found out today that depending, like, you get those same questions, and depending on what you answer, different people like you, and different people have have a boosted friendship for you at the beginning of the game. So I have no idea if that's the case with this one, because there's so much about this game that's completely undiscovered. Well, not undiscovered, but you know, nobody's like gone into this game's files or anything to find out, or memory. I don't know even if you can. And luckily for people who are early in the stream, turning off speed hacks has worked, so we won't get lag in that area, which means we should save a lot of time in this run, just overall. Although apparently there'll still be... Oh, are you joking? Oh my gosh, are you joking? I managed to not do it out of every single run I've done so far, I've streamed, and I do it twice in a row. Oh, I hate that. How many oh wow, okay. That's a bit bad. That's not even a bit bad, that's quite bad. What time is it? No, okay. I'm going to cost myself a little bit of time, and I'm just going to go to the shop and buy some eggs. I didn't eat them last run, so I don't think I'll need to do anything with them this run. But yeah, so the old route for Bluebird involved giving Lewis loads of eggs, and the way you would do that was originally, I basically just I would have had it on a cycle of buying eggs, hatching an egg, raising that until it was a chicken, and then selling the chicken to buy more eggs, and that would just be a cycle. And then for a while I did it so that I would just keep the chickens rather, and just have loads of eggs. Ooh, there's still a little bit of lag occasionally. That's not too nice. But I don't know, because the whole thing with chickens is one rainy day, and if you're not feeding them, then, because the fastest thing to do with chickens is to just leave them outside where they feed themselves automatically, and then if it rains, just sell them. But then the problem is you get to like rainy seasons in months, and it gets a lot worse. So the reason why I skipped that day was because on Thursdays, there's a slight chance that he just won't come out of his house. Like, so on every day besides Saturday and Wednesday, he'll come out of his house at 7 o'clock, unless it's raining, in which, if it's raining not too heavily, he'll come out at 8. If it's raining really heavily, if it's a storm, he won't come out at all. And for some reason there's a chance on Thursdays that he'll do exactly the same as like what he does on storms. He just won't come out, and the earliest you can see him is when his shop opens on Thursday. Yeah. Thursday you just... But it's like 50-50 in a way, like... I don't know if it is actually, dude. Oh. Camera, please. I want to change you so I can... But there's like a slight... It's like a chance, so... I just end up not taking that chance. I'm gonna see how laggy the forest is. Quite laggy. Luckily I was able to pick up a few more items, so... Because of those 2 very berries I threw away, I'm a little bit behind on items. So I'm just gonna look for some herbs. So yeah, but this is our first cutscene day. Okay. Oh, camera, please. Oh, camera, please. Thank you. The camera is controlling how much this game lags, and I do not like that. But yeah, so today is our first cutscene day, so the 3 main cutscenes, or 3 of the 4 main cutscenes in this run, have to be activated on a Saturday at 2 o'clock, because that is the only time Lewis can be found at Maple Lake. So luckily, if you manage to get, if you manage to give him 4 items, then you can activate this first one. So this will be like a gold split by a shit ton, probably like 10 minutes at least. Because on the run I did earlier, I got 3 rainy Saturdays in a row, and he doesn't leave his house on rainy Saturdays, on rainy days, so you cannot activate the cutscenes on rainy Saturdays, so they are terrible. So luckily there's, I'm gonna check anyway. Yeah, okay. I was just hoping that I haven't missed it by some chance, like my camera was slightly off. But there's a kind of decent not audio cue, visual cue, because you'll see Lewis actually going into Maple Lake, and by the time he like disappears off the screen, it's about 1:15. So I know at that point that's when I can start checking the time. So there he is. So I know it's probably about 1-ish now, maybe a little bit before that. It's probably about 1:15, maybe it's around about 1:15 now. Okay. So that looks like it was an absolute massive time save, but because there's a certain amount of items you have to give Lewis, it's probably not as big a time save in reality. Like, really, I guess I won't know how good the run is until the Music Master split, because up until that point you have to keep befriending him. Okay, so as I mentioned, rainy days he doesn't come out until 8, so it doesn't, like, sometimes it doesn't hurt to go out and visit him on those rainy days, but because of the fact that the cutscenes happen only on Saturdays, I feel like there's only so much you can do. So, for example, this week there's no way I can get, like, I think it's like, even if I gave him an item every day, there isn't a way I would be able to get his friendship up enough before the next Saturday to activate the cutscene. Because I think I need about like 12 items, so you're only off by like a few. Okay, I'm assuming other people can hear this weird high-pitched noise. Were other people? Could anyone like hear that, or was that me just going insane? Cause okay, good. Well, not good. That's really no. It's bizarre. I don't know what caused that, because it was definitely the audio. Like, it wasn't my laptop, because it faded in and out with the game music, and it sounds like, if you listen carefully now, or and just as I say that, it cuts. There was like a string section in the background which was just hitting one note consistently, and that's what it sounded like. It sounded like something had just fucked up. I don't know if it'll play again in a second when I go to the town. No. Okay. That's really weird. I'm a little spooked out now. Lewis is after me. He's not happy with me. I've given him something wrong. I've upset him somehow and he's coming after me. He's sending the string section and the bleepy bloopy robots after me. I don't like that. Whatever, if it doesn't happen again, that'll be fine. Oh, laggy Saturdays. Right. So as I mentioned earlier, I have no items. Are you serious? So there's no way. It's because it rained on the Wednesday, so I didn't pick up any items. So because I know that I can't. Like, I just haven't given him enough items, especially with that rainy day. I haven't given him enough items to activate the next cutscene. There's no point in me waiting for 2 o'clock to come. Which means, unfortunately, it'll look like I've lost time on this split, but that's just because in my previous run, by the time, like, I had befriended him so much and lost so much time in the first split due to rainy Saturdays, I was able to just give him one item. I was able to activate the first cutscene and then visit him again the next week without giving him too many. So this will be a more accurate split for this run this week. Split. It'll be a more accurate split for this split. Yeah. Well, that's as long as this is a rainy Saturday. This isn't a rainy Saturday. Jesus. The game's gonna call me back on that. He's going, oh yeah, you wanted a rainy Saturday. No, as long as it isn't a rainy Saturday, then I should definitely have enough. But as long as I don't accidentally go out, or not accidentally, as long as I don't wait until 2 o'clock on a Saturday and don't get the cutscene, as long as I don't do that, then I should save some time. I should save a decent amount of time anyway. I don't know how much time I'll save, but I'll save time. In fact, I'm tempted to just go, unless I get rainy Saturdays, I'm tempted to go every 2 weeks. Because I don't know what the number is exactly on the third one. Like, I know at least 4 works for the first one, for the first cutscene. And I know it's somewhere around 12 for the second. I think it's somewhere around 24-ish. It's like early to mid 20s for the third one. I have no idea what the number is on the fourth cutscene. But yeah, but because the most you can go up by is 7s. Is like 1 item every single day, and that's assuming, I actually bother to go out on like Thursdays and wait until 10 o'clock to give him an item, which will waste time, or if I go out on rainy days as well. So I think it's probably just safer to just do every other week. So I think I'll try and do that this run to save chunks of time. Seriously? It's rained on 2 Wednesdays, and those are the fastest days to get items. Okay, right. Today I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna, like, take the slight time loss and go out at 8. Actually, no, I'm not, because I need, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Fuck it. This is, like, obviously time loss because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, but I'm gonna pick up items. Because the fact that it rained on the Wednesday, like, the Wednesday is the best day to pick up items for Lewis because he's in the forest area, which is where all the items you give him grow. But then it's also just rained for the next few days. Is it? It's rainy season, that's why. Oh, actually, I didn't waste too much time then because it still didn't get to 8 o'clock. So hopefully, I don't know, because I skipped a few days. I know I skipped the Wednesday. I would have skipped the Thursday anyway, and I skipped Friday. I think that there might have been only 2 days then. I skipped 2 extra days I would skip. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm just going to carry on doing the rainy days, because I need to have him on high enough to get him this Saturday coming up. So, yeah, I kind of need to take the however long time loss from the extra hour on rainy days. So, you know, if you like waiting around, this is the run for you. This game has heaps and heaps of waiting. Yeah, Harvest Moon RNG can be quite unkind. But I don't want to diss RNG from Harvest Moon games too much, because sometimes they've been very kind to me. Like my biggest example I think would have to be when I began doing 12-day Wonderful Life Celia attempts. I got a really, like, my current PB and world record. It's such a good run, and like it's a really good time for that category. And I got that really early on into 12-day attempts, which I've since tried to like redo, and I've never had that much luck ever again. I don't think of what other ones. But on the other hand, I have had terrible luck with games like Lost Valley. Lost Valley has given me horrible luck. But this is one of those ones that, you know, you just kind of have to take. Like, rain wasn't too terrible there because as I've said, each season has its own, has weather sections. So, you know, so like the first 2/3 of the season is usually mild, maybe like a mix of dry, and then like around the 20-day period, like late teens, early 20s, will almost always be raining. So it's just feel like you kind of forget what day, like the date you're on, because you focus more so on the actual day itself. But yeah, that's why I didn't include the 2 treasure hunt endings in the vote, because I've tried them in the past when I routed or attempted routing all endings a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but quite some time ago. And reading on it would, you know, the guides were just like, oh, so to then get the next cutscene, it's random. You know, you'll try and activate it, and one day it will activate. And I'm just like, that is terrible. So I'm going through the ending trying to get it, and of course it's just not giving it to me. It's just being very awkward and mean. So it'll take me quite some time to prep up for treasure hunts. Plus I think there's the possibility that for treasure hunt you may actually need to get the first cutscene of Bluebird, because the first cutscene of Bluebird, Lewis gives you the recorder. And you actually need the recorder to get the dog to do tricks and to train the dog. Whether or not you actually need to train the dog or have him do tricks or anything like that in either of the treasure hunt endings, I have no idea. Like, because none of the tricks seem like they would be useful. I guess if it helps like increase your friendship with your dog, it can't hurt too much to do. But I don't know. But then I've also never actually been able to successfully train a dog in this game. Like, I don't know if I'm just not getting how the flute works or how the recorder works or anything like that, but like, I don't know. I think the only thing I've ever been able to do with the dog is get it to run over to me. But that's the limit of my dog training abilities in this game. So I should definitely have enough. Unfortunately, I think I will be behind. No, I will definitely. I don't even think. I know I will definitely be behind at the end of this split. But I should save time other places. I just need to try and find like the least laggy spot and camera angle. Hey, we made up for a bit there. It sped up. It went on like 102%. So yeah, as I said earlier, if you like waiting, this game is great. Welcome back to the Penguin. The run's been quite good. I know I'm saying that as I'm now losing time and behind, but If anything, that means I befriended Lewis more, and this is what, my 4th Saturday? So yeah, so it looks bad, but it's definitely savable. Savable? Is that a word? I can save it. It's fine. If anything, it could be the worst run ever, but I could probably save it in the last split by not being a pleb. I'm going to change camera angle so I can see when Lewis is coming along. Salvageable, yeah. That's definitely a word, not savable. But actually, if I just check my splits, yeah. But because, so what I wanted to do was do cutscene on one Saturday, miss the next Saturday, cutscene next Saturday, miss the Saturday. So every other week I would get a cutscene. What happened was, because of the rainy season, I got cutscene, missed a week because of rain this week. So what will look like will happen is, while this split is like 20 minutes, the next split will probably get a gold of quite a bit. Hopefully, if it's just like a week long. Oh, whoops. Went a bit over. Oh man. So hopefully, what my split time for Bluebird was, and what my best for that split is, which is, I think it was like 9 minutes or something. No, it would have been about 8. Like, which is about 8 minutes. That should hopefully be how long this split is. Like, I think this split should be about 10 minutes most. That's as long though as I do get the cutscene this Saturday. So I don't know how many items I've got left, but I don't know if I do get this if I do get the cutscene this Saturday, that means I think that'll be like the first Saturday of summer. Which means I'll manage to get that pretty early, so hopefully I don't have to then sit there just giving Lewis a bajillion items. Okay, yeah, today's the last day of spring. But hopefully I don't have, so hopefully it won't be like in the Music Master split I just have to sit there giving him loads of items and it theoretically cost me a load of time because those were items I would have given him in a previous split or something, but I don't know. At the end of Music Master, I'll know whether or not it's a good run. Although, to be fair, no, I should know whether it's I won't know the exact time of the run, like how far ahead or anything it will go, but at the end of this split, I should know how good of a run it is. I mean, even at the moment, it's a pretty good run. Like, I'm just gonna say that now. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever forget that. That's embarrassing, but funny, so I shall accept it. I think it's a good thing that I knew I wanted to do another run tonight, because otherwise I would have had a PB where the run ended with me going, oh whoops, I should have read my notes. Right, so hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. If it doesn't, and I do get the next cutscene, which I don't see why I shouldn't, honestly. I reckon the split will be about like 10 minutes long, I think, if I get the cutscene tomorrow. And yeah, I think I'll save 7 minutes. That would be ideal for me. I think if that happened, I think, yeah, that's pretty good. But it'd be the whole thing. I was like, that's what I mean. Like, even if it rained tomorrow or something, it wouldn't be terrible because I still like continue befriending Lewis. It would just mean that this split would be longer, but then the Music Master split would be shorter. Lag. Every time I come in this, like enter this place, it hits me. Yeah, I just want to do a quick check on how. 6. Not the best, but not the worst. Lagging a bit. Maybe Basil's on screen. All those polygons in Basil's hat. Really cool. No, he's called Parsley in this game, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, I think in this one he's called Parsley or something. Because Basil just a bit too clever. Basil was a bit too obvious of a name. Yeah, he is parsley in this game. I thought so. Well, speaking of names, and also Hero of Leaf Valley, for whatever reason, I found out today that for whatever reason, in the PAL version of Hero of Leaf Valley, they renamed Gwen to Sarah. I was like, what? What? Like, I don't know. I just like, why? It's just such a bizarre change to make. Oh, thanks, game. You made me wait for a few minutes for no reason. That's mildly irritating, but that means I'll get it next Saturday, definitely. And it hasn't, I guess, technically lost me any time in terms of the run, like relative to the run, because I did that in my previous run as well, so that's fine. I'd prefer not to do that in general, but because I don't know the specific numbers of everything, I guess it's almost expected. Yeah, it makes no sense though. It's just like why? It's just why Gwen to Sarah? It's like, do people think that's a more do people think like Gwen is just an American name and that people in Europe just wouldn't get it or something, or because I think they're like, because in Hero of Leaf Valley there's a character called like, oh, I can't remember it, but she's like someone from the church. I can't remember her name, but it's something like Auroriella. Something really weird like that, and like that's a name that makes no sense to begin with. Change that one to Sarah or something like that. Or or like change Dyer to Diane or Diana. Like, make the full extension instead of just Dyer, because I don't think I've ever heard anyone ever be called Dyer. I've heard Diana, I've heard Diane, never Dyer. But just Gwen to Sarah, that's so bizarre. But I found that quite interesting, at least. But anyway, so because I didn't, what's it called? I didn't get the cutscene on Saturday. This split will probably be at the same time, so I'll probably still be about like 2 minutes behind. Gwendolyn. I think Gwendolyn sounds too posh for her character, especially in like Save the Homeland, and what I'm assuming they kept in Hero of Leaf Valley, where she's very tomboyish and she's a lot more forward and bold than she is in Magical Melody. Which part of me is kind of like, because I played Magical Melody first, when I met her and interacted with her in this game, I was a bit surprised almost. I was like, oh blooming heck, you're a bit. She's very easily agitated in this game, which I guess the context makes sense, but. Like, I mean, One of my favorite examples is like if you let any sort of animal in this game die, like it's not enough that you have like this whole funeral cutscene. At the end of the funeral cutscene, Gwen will just give you a right telling off. Like she has a proper go at you, and it's basically like if you're trying one of the endings that involves her, if you let an animal die, that's it. You may as well just give up there because you're not gonna get that ending. For whatever reason, I thought it was Saturday, but whatever. Yeah, in Magical Melody, they give you like a warning because there's that little dream sequence where Ellen's dad tells you off. I don't know. I can't remember if I've ever actually let an animal like properly die in Magical Melody, so I can't remember whether or not like he actually. Like how serious it is when you actually die, but I'm sure I remember it being like the dream sequence is like 10 times worse than what actually happens when you let an animal die. Okay, so I think there's a good chance I will lose time on this split as well. But I'm not worried about this whole thing as of yet because one, I have a massive time save in my last split because of me being a silly idiot and not realizing that you had to go to the lake to activate the ending. Oh, is it? Yeah. But yeah. So I have a big like 4-minute time save there, I reckon. And I think the reason why I've been losing time these last 2 splits is because I've been befriending Lewis more. So hopefully that means the Music Master split will also be a lot shorter. If not, then I really am just riding that wave of not fucking up the last split again. So I know I said this about 8 minutes ago, but hopefully this is the last time I have to wait until 2 o'clock in this run. And luckily, I think this and Endangered Weasel are the only runs that have cutscenes that you have to wait until a specific time for. I think all of the ones that just show up at the right place at the right, not even at the right time. They just show up at the right place with the right amount of affection. Unfortunately, all the other endings basically involve more people than just one, like Endangered Weasel and Bluebird. Okay, good. And now I'll go through the two laggiest parts. Okay, so yes, so now I'm hoping that the Music Master cutscene isn't too far away. I think I've got fewer items than I had in my previous run, but I think I've befriended him more over this period of time. I don't know, I also have a feeling that like I'm a week earlier than I was. So maybe I'm not, I don't know. But I don't know, the mini game doesn't take too long, so I'm really hoping it doesn't take this long to get the next cutscene. I think it is irritating at the moment because it looks like the run is going poorly and people can just open up the stream and go, oh wow, this run's quite not going too well. But no, I think it is actually going well, and I think I will definitely save time. I know I said that the last split, and I know I've been saying about the next split, but I'm pretty sure, like, next split I can definitely save time on, like, guaranteed. But I'm also pretty confident about saving time on this split. Right, these next two splits are where I think I could probably save the most time. All the other splits were just kind of like, saving time is a bit random or may not mean anything, you know, like you'll save time on one split but then you'll lose time on another because of that. Like the first split, like I saved so much time on the first split because I got it in the first week, not the first split, but recorder split, because I got it in the first week instead of 3-4 weeks in. But then that meant I lost quite a lot of time on Bluebird because I hadn't befriended him as much and I couldn't just get it the next week. That's the other thing, Skinner. So I don't even, like, is if I make it to his birthday, essentially. Because we can't, like, in my previous run, it had gone to his birthday. In this one, if I keep doing what I'm doing now, it may not even go to his birthday, which in a way kind of loses me time, because his birthday would be a big boost, but in another way should mean I've saved a lot of time because I haven't had to sleep as much. So I mean, saving time in these types of runs are just bizarre and a little bit complicated. Like, I feel at this point, what I mentioned in the last run where I just do Wednesdays and Saturdays, I feel like I might, like, I feel like now would be a time where it would be a good idea to do that, just because it would mean I'd get to his birthday quicker, but then it would also mean something like I'd run out of, or not run out of, but I'd be able to pick up fewer fairy berries. So I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I've definitely thought about it, but I don't know whether it's overall faster or slower. So it's not something I'd want to risk. I think I might just skip over the rainy season though, which is coming up shortly. Four. Yeah, so rain will come around in, like, maybe not tomorrow, but day after. At least start tomorrow or the day after, and we'll go on until, like, the 26th or something. But yeah, I think I'll just skip that, because I'll need to pass it anyway just to activate the next cutscene. So there's no point waiting that, like, extra minute or however long. For him to come out of his house. Plus on storms he won't come out of his house anyway, so there's no point visiting him then. Okay, yeah, so now we're getting into rainy season. Monday, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go out today. I'm gonna I kind of want to skip the Tuesday, just so I can pick up items on the Wednesday. But I guess, I don't know, I think if I'm picking up items on the Wednesday, it may not make a massive difference. I'm doing terrible movement. Don't have it. Okay, now I'll do it. I thought because it was on my tools, I didn't have any more items, so I was a bit confused. Okay, so if it rains tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna go out anyway, because that's kind of a chance to pick up items as well, because you have to wait until 8 instead of 7, so you have an extra bit of time to pick up the items. But it isn't raining, so I don't have to do it. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll take that as well. That's good. So, I'll still probably be behind, maybe? No, definitely, but I won't lose time, which is good. So, get ready for the best minigame in this game. Rock Band, Guitar Hero, DDR, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful. Record a hero. Please don't slow down, game. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, that was definitely good enough because I only missed like 2 or 3 things. Hooray! Right, so now here comes the biggest time save of this run, and what will put me ahead. In a week's time, I will actually go to Maple Lake and save probably about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes, I reckon. So if you think this run's dead, you're wrong. You are dead wrong. This run is just becoming alive to then be ended. I have also no idea what day. Okay, 2 more days. So it's been a week. Plough my way through laggy zone. If anything, it's probably... No. I was gonna say it might have been faster to just wait the extra day, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Hooray! I finished the run without messing up the ending beyond all belief. So I gotta wait for this cutscene to end, because timing ends at the end of this cutscene, at the end of the last cutscene, just because you still have to go through the text and you can't skip it. So basically Lewis is just saying, oh, the blue feather was from a rare bird, and because it's endangered, they can't build the, what's it called? They can't build the theme park. So we did it. We saved the homeland. Me, Lewis, you, chat, and apparently Leela. She was there as well. She didn't save the homeland. She did nothing. But she's in the ending too, because why not? Hooray! That was good old fun.